Hi guys, in this video let's run repetition statement, or you can say that iteration statement. Okay, the left image was drawn by the vertical lines. I have drawn the vertical lines so many times using line functions. So this is source code for this one, and the right one is same to the left one. But the thing is, I have drawn the vertical lines much more densely from left to right. In changing the stroke colors from black to white for the gradation effect. So to draw this image, I have used the while statement. So the second one is same, but the difference is I have used the stroke function to give the gradation effect. Let's learn how to draw these vertical lines using repetition statement. Okay. So let's guess how to these vertical lines. So you can use line functions. So the first one is the x, right? So 0, 0, and the x is 0 and height. So let's make this canvas size 512, 512. So if you run this code, with the semicolon, if you run this code, the canvas will draw. And just one line is here. So you have to copy and paste this statement in changing this one. And let's run it. See, you can see the vertical lines here. So this job is so boring. So these 6 lines in function is really similar without in change the x and x values. That's why we need repetition statement. So let's change this program using line statement. This is processing.org and documentation and reference. So you can go there to the iteration. So there are 2 kinds of iteration statement in processing. The first one is for. The second one is while. So if you click while is a little simple. So let's keep down. So this is syntax for the while. So you need a while keyword and some expression inside between the parentheses and the while body block with the curly brace. So if this expression is true, the while statement will be run. If this expression is false, the while statement will stop. So let's do it. So here, let's change this code using while statement. So the thing is, you have to see the x value will change in amount of 10, right? So let's keep in mind that, and let's rewrite this thing using while statement. So while some x variable is less than width and curly brace for the while body. So this x variable will has 0 to width. So let's copy this the first one statement in here, and let's change the first one into x, the third one into x, and x has to update into 10, 23, 30. So let's add on x amount 10. So the x variable, we need the x variable. So that's why we need declare the variable x into 0. So this x variable will starting from 0 to width, drawing the line. So let's delete the other lines and let's run it. See, that's why we need to use while statement. Let's change this code in a dynamic program mode using set and drop function. So instead of function, the canvas will be main, and draw function. You can have indent here. So this is a dynamic program mode. I'm going to change this variable into float. That's fine. So you can use 0.0, that's fine, or 0 is okay. And yeah, let's run it. So everything okay, right? And as I told you in the last video, from now on we are gonna use the function. So I'm gonna make my own function, kind of vertical lines, and let's copy and move here, and let's call draw function inside draw function lines. Yeah, that's better. And semicolon. Let's run. So same, right? So, and the thing is, I'm gonna make these kind of things. So after making a vertical lines function, you can call those functions in changing the position of the vertical line rectangle, kind of. So I'm gonna give 4 parameters here using float variable x1 and float y1. x1 and y1 will be the left top corner. I know I need 2 more variables. x2, y2 is right bottom corner of the rectangle. So I need to change this one into x1, 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 and this one x1. And this should be x2, and high should be y2, and 0 should be changed into y1. Right? So what's this? Typical local variable x1. Oh yeah. Yep. X. That this should be x. Into this should be x1. That's right. And I'm sorry, this should be x1, x, and x. Yeah, x. I'm really sorry. So vertical lines, this function needs 4 numbers, right? So if you keep the 0, 0 with height, it will be same, right? And let's change, let's make this comment, and let's change function call with different argument, 100, 100, 400, 400. And let's run it. See, now you know these 4 numbers meaning, right? The first 2 number is the left top corner, and the last 2 number with the right bottom corner. So let's make some variation. And in draw function, we are gonna call background function to clear the background, and I'm gonna call vertical lines functions using random numbers. So random 3 times. Let's run it. See, that's why we need the function to do each items. And this is too fast. In this case, you can change the frame rate using frame rate function. So frame rate to 1 means let's run the draw function 1 time per second. So let's run it. So per each 1 second, the draw function will be run. Is it too slow? So let's change this thing to 10. So 10 times call of the draw function will be done. Now let's draw this kind of image, giving some graduation to the rectangle area. So how to do this? So let's change the vertical lines functions here, and we need some more variable. Float my color will be a stroke color. We initialize into 0, and float my color incrementation should be 255 divided by x2 minus x1. So this is the incrementation of my color variable. And let's make the so before drawing the line, we have to call stroke function using my color, and then after drawing the line, I have update the my color into my color ink, and let's +1 to draw densely lines. And I have found one error. If you use to do the random function like this, the x2, sometimes x2 is less than the x1. So I have to change this variable 0,255, and this thing is 0,255, less, and 256, 512, 256, 512. I think that'll be done. And let's run it. See, it works. And then let's comment the background function call. See? So from now on, please use your user-defined function to draw something, and you can combine those functions to the final project. Okay?